Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Underrail. And on this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, we did just get another level. You can see I went back to the bank, and not to the bank, but to my private quarters, and I put most of the stuff in there because the characters who buy stuff from you, mainly just the one at the SGS, he's the only one who will buy your weapons and your armor, and that's probably about 90% of the stuff you find. So he's really the when I go back, I mean, like, I'll check the other guys just to see what they have for sale, but nobody ever buys anything that I want to sell. I mean, the other ones will buy, these potions and some of these pieces of mechanics, but I try to keep all that because I want to do some crafting. So if you're not into that, yeah, you can sell that and make a little bit of cash, but as you can see, I got plenty of money. I'm not really hurting for that. Maybe at some point that will no longer be the case, or maybe even some of you guys are watching and looking at the amount of cash I have and be like, oh, that's nothing compared to what you need to buy some of the really good pieces. But at this point in the game, not too bad. And like I said, we did get another level. We didn't really get anything as far as base points go. We do need to put one more into strength so we can wear the best armor. And I'm not really even sure we really need to do that because you don't really need it with the class that I'm doing right now as far as a mage build, but I was told that's the way you should do it, as a mage slash warrior kind of thing, and that's kind of what I've been going down. So I might still do that. I may put a point into something else. If any of you guys have suggestions, let me know. Constitution is always a good bet because it increases how many hit points you have. I really wish my perception was higher so that I could actually find some of the hidden rooms and stuff like that, but that's going to have to be another playthrough, maybe with the SMGs or something. As far as skill points go, I put more points into my hacking and my lockpicking. I put more points into mechanics, electronics, and tailoring, and I'm going to kind of neglect chemistry and biology for a while and get the three of these up as high as possible, especially mechanics. That seems to be something you use quite a bit to make some of the really good armor. And then, of course, I put the max amount of points into my thought control, psychokinetics, and metathermics. They're pretty good. I mean, 98 is what it is in parentheses. 65 is the base. For the most part, 65 is what you need when, or not 65, but this number, the base, is what you need when you're actually learning the spells. When you're using them, it takes the number that you have in parentheses into account. So I'm hitting close to, the 98. It's hitting really, really hard, and only a few creatures can resist me for even a few seconds. So there's a few of them out there who can resist me for a lot longer than that, but those are rare. You don't really find those too often. So we have three exits we can go down. We can go to straight, we can go over to the left, or we can go over to the right. Probably straight would lead us in the direction we really need to go, but I like going off the beaten path and I like exploring. Some of you guys may be saying by now, oh, get back onto the main mission. If you are, let me know. If you really, really want to see that, I'll go ahead and get back onto that main mission. But I like exploring and I like checking out the hard-to-reach places, even if there's never anything there. And so that's kind of what we've been doing in the last few videos, and I'm greatly enjoying. I love doing that in video games. Too many video games nowadays are very rigid, and you have to do exactly what they want you to do in the order they want you to do it. And I'm not one of those types of people who like being told this is how you got to play your game. Like, I just want to go off and explore sometimes. There's been games out there where I start off where they want you to, but immediately upon starting off, I go in some weird direction. I think I'm going to hit the Rat Hound again. No, you know what? Can we do this, and I will get my fire spell. We are immune to fire, but I don't really want to risk it. Let's do... Yeah, let's try. Let's see if we get hit by the fire. And we do. We get immune to the burning, but we did get hit by the 28. So maybe not the greatest choice there, but now we know at least. We did find something new out. There we go. You're dead, punk. In the turn. Wow, one turn to kill all of those guys. We got Adrenal Gland, Healthy Animal Heart, and 2 Rat Hound Leather. What is this one? 39 and 33. That's pretty good quality on those, actually. Yeah, it's a lot higher than normally what you would find at the beginning of the game, which I believe was like 17 or 16, sometimes even like 13 or 11. Pretty low on the quality. So at least it's going up in value for us. So lockpick, Lockpick Mark II. We got an 8.6 millimeter standard round, 4 of those. 5 millimeter standard round, 4. A serrated bolt, and the Protectorate Propaganda, which you can study up to 10 times, and this will be the 7th time that we found this. You get 50 points of experience for studying it, and it's a bunch of pamphlets of Protectorate Propaganda, calling on citizens and leaders of Underrail communities to work with them towards integrating into the United States, promising safety and easier life. Probably would do a whole lot better if they didn't label it as propaganda. It always has that negative connotations to it, although so much of things in the real world nowadays is really just very, very close to being propaganda, if not outright propaganda. So yeah, I mean, that could just be like a magazine could be considered propaganda for whatever it is they're trying to sell. I mean, it's just, I actually haven't found any magazines in this game, have we? I don't think we have. That should be something you find in trash, because there's just so many. Not that I'm saying magazines in general are trash or anything. I'm just saying there's so many of them out there. You would think quite a bit of them would survive, especially like National Geographics and stuff like that. People collect those and they put them in the closets and stuff. Something like that would definitely survive. So we're gonna keep going down rather than go this direction. I think would be the best bet. I wish we could blow this stuff up. I wish every time you saw rocks like that, you could blow it up. Unless maybe they're planning on adding something there at some point in the game, and that's why they kind of just left it open and left a space that they can kind of go in there very easily and change, so that you can kind of enter it when they add something. Ooh, there's definitely gonna be somebody down here. I just know it. It's a big area. Ooh, a cave system? Huh, we've been in these tunnel systems, but we haven't been in the caves in a while. Might be something good down there. I guess we can backtrack, because this is kind of lead us in the same direction we just came from. So let's see how far this goes. It's going to have to come back towards us, because the other sides are all going to be closed off, because we didn't see an entrance to this, unless it goes down. Oh, what do we got here? A pig. And it's charging. Oh no, it stunned us! You little punk. You little punk. I'm gonna make bacon. We are making bacon, baby. Oh, and a warthog, too. You know, I bet the warthogs are the alpha version of these pigs. I never even noticed that before, but I bet that's the case. So let's see. What do I want to do? I guess we can hit 3 of these with the fire. There we go. So now one is feared, the other one is dead, and this one is dead as well, I think. That probably was the best bet right there. Wow, I did not know it was going to kill him in one hit. And this guy's almost dead, but he's stunned, so he's not going to be an issue. I'm going to end my turn because I have no power left. Up here, 0. And I could use my premonition, but again, I don't have any power to use that, so... Or to use anything after that, so it would be kind of a waste. Let's see... Yeah, let's go ahead and attack this thing. Get a little hit on it. It's stunned, and then we will kill this guy off. Because if we didn't stun this warthog over here, chances are he's going to get really far away from us. And I don't really want that happening, because then I can't hit him. So at least he's kind of stuck in place. And now I can just sit here and... Can I not use this? No. Look how much side points it uses. 50 versus the 18 here. So I'll stick with the cheap one. And it does quite a bit of damage, too. And the mental subversion, now that it has that ability, actually is really nice. Let's see. Resolved, reduced by 10%. So I guess that makes them more fearful, I think is the way that works. Let's move up a little bit more. There he is. Should be able to hit him. Come on, kill him. Oh, I knew it was going to kill him, but it was going to get very close. But dang it. Sometimes you can get lucky. Sometimes you can get really lucky and get that big critical hit on the guy, which is incredibly nice. I just heard the sound of an oink after he was dead, so there must be more enemies over here somewhere. Fairly close by, too. Large intestine and adrenal gland. Now, if you're not working on your skill, I would still suggest having the ability to either craft these things down with your, what's it called? With the extract humor, you can come in here and you can click them in here and do it this way. This reduces the weight of the animal heart. This is 2.5 pounds, and when you're done, it reduces it down to 1 pound. So not too bad. The same thing with the intestines. The intestines weight is 1 pound, and it reduces it down to 1/10 of a pound. So kind of nice if you can afford the ampules, which can be fairly expensive at times. And again, 4 pounds reduced down to 0.15 pounds. So yeah, greatly allows you to stay out even longer without having to constantly go back to town. And ooh, we got some rocks. Yeah, you know what that means, guys. That means I can finally get rid of some of my TNT. But we're going to look around real quick, because I do want to find out where that noise is. There he is. Let's see, can we get close to him without getting hit? Come on, let me get the first hit. Yes, we are going to get the first hit. Wow. Okay, so he moved during my shot, but it's still changed. I don't think the fire does that. I think it's just the electricity that will do that for you. I know the fire, you kind of have to pick a spot on the ground itself. So if he's moving, that might not be the best spell to use on an enemy like that. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Come up here. Let's see what's here. Anything? No? There should be something up here. I mean, this is kind of just a dead-end wall, I guess. What about over here? Barrels? No? Just 2 barrels? Wow. Okay, so we got 5 casings of 8.6 millimeter. Go ahead, take those. What about in here? Ooh, a sculpture. This will be the last time we can study this sculpture for 50 points. Clearly a constructed sculpture made of scrap, but what could it mean? And then 3 coins. At least it's not made out of mashed potatoes. This means something. For those of you who are movie buffs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, look to the comments section below, because I bet you somebody will put that down there on what I was talking about. And if nobody does, I just feel so sad. Look how old am I compared to the people watching. I think there's going to be a lot of people who know that one. Come on, run. And I was told that these TNT really don't do that much damage to you. They look like they would, though. Like 2,000 a hit seems like a lot, but maybe because you're wearing armor, or just maybe they're on a different kind of calculation, they just don't do the same. I'm going to check up here real quick, because we kind of skirted by it. We didn't really check it all the way out, and I don't want to miss anything. So yeah, that's why you can't go this way and you can't go up, because you know, we came from that direction and there was no entrance to this area, so they were pretty much left with being boxed in. Ooh, I think we've been here before. Yeah, we must have been here before, because it's all searched. And there's a pig here, so it respawned on us. I guess we'll kill it. I mean, we don't really have a choice. Level 1 pig doesn't really stand a chance. It's just gonna be nice bacon for us. And they say you couldn't get good food over here. This, you know, I mean, I wouldn't want to eat the fish, but bacon? Who doesn't like bacon? Now, I can't eat it because, you know, I'm on my vegans thing, but I still love meat. Just because I can't eat it doesn't mean I don't love it. For those of you who may be vegans as well, being like, oh, I'm never going to eat that. Well, you're missing out, man, because it is delicious. Lurker Cutthroat. Oh, this is a good... I'm glad we came back here, because there's 2 sets of rocks that we kind of said we would come back to, and it's been a while, so let's pop those open, and that will give me even more weight I can kind of get rid of. Put this down, and while that is exploding, we'll run over to the other side and explode that side while we're at it. We will give it a little bit of time, I think, because I don't want to be jumping back and forth and try to stand right in the middle. I don't know what the radius is on that, but I don't want to really risk it, you know, taking more damage than I really need to. Because at this point, when we're out here, the only way I can heal myself is either using bandages or using my health hypos. I don't want to use either one of them just because I did some stupid mistakes. So let's put these things down. Run! Did I put that down in the rock? I thought you kind of had to put it in front of it, but maybe you can put it right down on top of it. Let's see, where is this going to lead us? I don't think there's going to be a zone over here. I don't think there's any room for it, is there? No, it's just, what? That's a dead end? Oh, well, maybe they're planning on putting something there one day. And so at least now it's open. But I'm pretty sure if they do throw something in there, they probably will put that back. And so that's just going to cost me a little bit of coin to buy more of those. But not really. It's not that expensive at this stage of the game. At the beginning, that would have been a really costly mistake to do something like that that doesn't lead to an area. I remember trying to buy the batteries, the lithium ion batteries, and when you open up a chest and not get anything out of it, just being heartbroken that you wasted, you know, the one battery that costs like 2/3 of your cash just to get. Oh crap, those things are coming. Okay, we are going to use fire, because why not, right? This is a great spell. If it hits where it's supposed to hit. I've only ever seen it not hit where it's supposed to once, and that's probably due to me not paying attention and probably my error, and I'm just blaming it for that, but I don't think it was. I think it actually missed completely. So we're going to end our turn there. We do have another one coming around from the side here. We saw him kind of run around this way. It may take him a few turns to get here, but he is coming, so let's save a little bit of power for him. We're going to try to kill this guy off before he runs. He is stunned, but he's going to run here in a minute. There you are. You're dead, punk. End our turn. Here he comes. So he decided to come back around the other way. We're going to use the electrical one because we don't have our punch up yet. We have to wait another turn for that. And that uses a lot of psi powers, 50 compared to this one, which is only 30. But it does a lot more damage versus one target. For this one, if you have multiple ones, as you guys have seen, it bounces back and forth. It does amazing damage, but versus a single guy, not exactly the spell you want to use. But it all worked out in the end, and we got some really good stuff. What do we got? Rathound Leather. Quality 13. That's more like the beginning stuff. 13. Oh my god, that's pathetic. We got a large intestine and quality 26 on Rathound Leather, so we'll take that. And we got a nice little area over here with these mine shrooms. I remember before they added the patch where your power regenerated in between combat, finding a spot like this where the mine shrooms actually spawned was amazing. And you remembered where it was because you would come back like every 45-50 minutes to kind of harvest more. That was really cool. That was like a hardcore GameStop play, and they may want to consider putting that back in on like a hard mode for people who want that difficulty, because it does change the game in a way that some people would be very, very happy with. For me, when I was coming to this game, I didn't know what to expect on it. I came in it completely blind. Holy crap. This takes us all the way back to the very first place that we were at, the very first really big dungeon that we kind of came through. Okay, well, we went in like a weird kind of circle, so we'll have to head back, because I don't think there's going to be anything in here. Although it's kind of funny that you can head in this direction and come back to it, because you may have missed a lot of crates here because you couldn't open them up at the time, and now you should have more than enough skill to open up. If you don't by now, it's because you haven't been working on it and you don't really care either way about opening that stuff, so not a big deal. Rathound Leather, 24 quality. Biology, 25 on the Healthy Animal Heart. Yeah, we're going to go back because there's not going to be there. Although, if you came over here and you weren't able to do the spawner camp, not the spawner camp, what were they? The burrower little area that you open up over there, you could probably do it by now. You know, with the skill points and the weapons and the armor you have, probably would be a whole lot easier. So that could be something you want to mess around with. Again, I'm just kind of roaming around and figuring out the direction. Some of you guys may be watching and be like, oh, you're going in the wrong direction to try to get to what you're trying to get to. Let's get some of these cave ears. Because from what I remember, they're not too common. They only really spawn over here that I've seen so far. And they're not too heavy on the weight either. Let's see, how much are those? Yeah, 0.75 pounds. It's not even a full pound for 3 of them, so not too bad. Let's see, we've gone all these directions already, so we're just gonna go back. Head in. Man, I can't even say we're gonna head towards the factory, because, like I said, we may be so far away from it. You guys are just like pulling out your hair saying, just go in that direction and stick with it. I don't know. I don't really do that. I kind of. Is this a dead end? No, it isn't. That's right. I'm coming back this way. Yeah, I don't really do that too often. I tend to experiment and go off in weird paths and just see where it takes me. Like I said, a lot of games really don't take that into account, and when I do find a game that does, a Healthy Animal Heart, Biology 25. When I do, I take advantage of it as much as possible. And I love it even more when they put things that make it worth it for you to do that. Like, just going off and exploring is one thing, but going off and exploring and finding something incredibly good like that one item. There was one game called Return to Krondor that I love even to this day. And one of the hard to reach areas, I mean, it was really, really hard to reach, and you had to go off very far off the beaten path. Can I blow this stuff up? Yeah, I can blow some of it up anyways. And when you went off the far to beaten path, occasionally on this one section, you didn't always do it on every playthrough, but if you did, if you knew the right area, you could save it, go in. If you didn't find the item, you could reload, go into it again, and it might be there this time. It was a ring that cast a spell, which was a huge deal in that game. And it literally changed the way you played the game after that point. But you only found it if you went off the beaten path. And you only found it some of the time in that area. So, again, that's kind of the reason I do it, because I know, you know, how big of a difference it can make. What is this? A dog. Okay, we're going to attack the dog. Oh. Ooh, wow, we got a lunatic gunner. A lunatic chiller. What is a chiller? It looks like he has a knife, so he's melee, which I guess is not too bad. How many hit points does this guy have? Not very many. If I can kill him, I don't think the other ones have seen me yet, so I can end my turn. Nope, the dog has seen me. I don't know about these other guys, but if the dogs have seen me, chances are they have as well. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming already. Okay, so, ooh, he's gonna get me? Nope, he is not. Now, can we light these guys on fire? I hope we can. Let's light these guys on fire. Fear a few of them. See, it missed again. It went off a little bit to the side. And these guys, they got hit, but not very much. And they're not on fire like I was hoping. So how are we going to do this? Guess what we can do is the punch that should stun this guy. Maybe even kill him, but it's going to use a lot of my power. You know what? How much is this? We'll use this so I can use my spell right here that I actually prefer the most. It stunned him, and it killed him too. Well, that didn't work out. These dogs are so weak. Oh, 4 dog. 85 crit hit on the dog. Come on. You can't save that for when I really, really need it. Okay, what is he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna use the punch on me? Oh, you little punk. And he crippled me too. And here comes the other guy. Knee shot. Oh, critical 24. Well, they're not hitting that hard. They must be pretty low. I think they are, but I'm going to have to end my turn because I'm stunned. Here we go. Dirty kick. Crippling strike. So he's like a little mage. That's kind of what he's been doing, because I got the crippling kick as well, and he's using his fist, which is a good technique for somebody who's a mage to kind of use their fist, because it doesn't weigh you down, and there's really no reason to use a sledgehammer like I was, other than on robots that you really, really suck on otherwise. So let's see, we are going to stun you. I don't think it's going to bounce, but we're going to stun you. Yeah, okay. And can we hit this guy? Ooh, we're not going to be able to do that. We're gonna... Yeah, we're not going to have enough points. What about fear? Can I fear you? I can't fear you either. Well, then we might as well attack you for as much as you're worth. And then, no, we can't even move, so we're going to wait. Because again, it's the kneecap, you know, you got me right in the... So 9 bleeding every turn and gains no movement points. Ugh. I'm going to have to heal myself, I think. Let's see. You're almost dead, so I might as well kill you off. Here we go. Come on. One more. I think that's going to end my turn, too. I won't even be able to heal myself. Which I guess is good. If this guy's dead, he can't stun me anymore. He's really the only one who can do that. And so I'll be happy with that. Let's see. Can I use... I can use this on him. And next turn, I'll be able to hit him hard. Because remember, if you use your next, you know, thought control one on this guy right after that... Oh, great. I got the other guy coming now, too. Dang it. Let's... Is he feared? Mental breakdown, mental subversion... we're going to use it anyways. Actually, let's use this. Let's stun this guy. I think it will still bounce, and it will hurt him quite a bit. And then I can use this. And it should do quite a bit. Nope. I guess the bouncing thing took the effect off, but didn't really hit him that hard. Maybe that wasn't the best choice. I don't know. We're going to have to end our turn there either way. I should have healed myself. I don't know what I'm waiting for. That would have been the perfect opportunity. I had AP left, and I just didn't use it. Okay, so we're going to stun you. And this guy's going to get hit. There we go. And I should be able to kill you if I'm lucky. There we go. I have a little bit of a turn left, so let's see. We're going to strike you down one more time. Nice. And the next turn, I should be able to kill him. Unless something weird happens. There we go. Nice. Perfect. And then we are going to heal ourselves up. Do we have any more bandages? Yes, we do. Okay, use that. And hopefully we will get some health hypos from these guys, because we just use quite... I won't say quite a bit, but we use more than I prefer to use in a fight. So we got 4 coins, a bandage, a health hypo, and a psi booster, which makes up for the whole fight. And anything else we get is just gravy. So we got a steel combat knife, 10 to 17 damage, padded pig leather armor, mechanical 23%, not bad. Constitution increased by 1, and stealth increased by 12. That's actually pretty nice. I mean, I'm not going to wear it, but it's still pretty nice armor. 4 coins and a psi booster. What do we get off of this guy? 7.62 millimeter Jagger, 10 to 21 mechanical, leather overcoat, 20 mechanical, not bad. Heat 33, which is really good. Cold 8, only 15% of the armor penalty, but it decreases persuasion by 3, stealth by 48, but you're immune to burning. Casings for 7.62 millimeter, 3 of them, and we got 40 rounds for 7.62. Pretty nice that the enemies now lately are giving you a lot more rounds. I think early on in the game, if you're using like the SMG, you're probably going to be buying a ton of rounds from the guy, because they just don't give you very many of them. Throwing knife and 6 coins, so we will take that. And then we're going to go over here and loot this dog. Healthy animal heart of 25. I think all the animal hearts are 25. I haven't seen anything beyond that. Ooh, what's going to be over here? I love shells. Get something good off of them. Serrated bolt. Ooh, a blue one. Blueprint shock bullets. Contains instructions on how to create 5mm shock bullets. Download blueprint to your wrist pad. I haven't found any blue ones, I don't think. That's going to be pretty cool. 5mm standard rounds, 6 of them. I'm glad I found that bookcase. That's nice. Bolt 3. Ooh, a robe. Armor suit. Plain old robe. Perception decreased by 2. A black cloth and a burger. We found 2 of those. Let me see. We're going to put that robe on and just see what it looks like. Check it out, guys. I look like a monk or something like that. That definitely goes with the class that I'm playing, like a mage. Too bad it doesn't do anything, but it definitely looks pretty cool. I like that. If I got rid of the dagger and could get like a staff or something like that, you would look like literally like a wizard running around, which would just be the coolest thing. I would do that just to get that illusion. Just if I could get a staff. We're gonna look for one. We're gonna look for. I'm not selling that robe. We're hanging on to that sucker. Yes, we are. Oh my God, that's perfect. That's amazing. I'm glad they throw things like that in the game. It's gonna be so cool. If they ever do multiplayer, it's gonna be so weird to see what people are dressed like and what kind of classes they have and how they complement one another and things in the game. That would just be amazing to have this as a multiplayer game as well, where you can kind of go off and do quests together or missions or whatever you want to have, a little task, and use the different, like one guy has the SMG and the other one has a sniper rifle. Because then I think the sniper rifle would really come into its own when in a group situation, things of that sort. So, old train schedule, 4 out of 10 times so far, 50 points, partially burned, train schedule of lower Underrail. So we're going to take that. Let's see what else. And we got a lockpick. I haven't bought lockpicks in forever. We don't use them very much. At the very beginning of the game, there was tons and tons of things to open. Now, not so much lately. Just the odd, really important room that you kind of want to get into. But beyond that, nothing of really import. 9mm casings, 6 of them. Let's go ahead and pick up all of that. And there is a room up here, which it looked like somebody's fired through. So we'll come down here first, because it looks a little safer. But chances are it's going to be even more dangerous. Nothing in this game is safe. Ooh, electronics? Okay, well, let's use our hacksaw, which is empty, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we're going to have to charge that up. Where's our batteries? We have tons and tons of batteries. Okay. Let's charge. We're going to charge up the hacksaw too, because it's more efficient to do it that way. And we'll charge up the Hacksaw 3 just so it's done with, but we're only going to use the 2 for now. I could probably get by with just using the 1, but I didn't bring it with me, so that's kind of unfortunate. Let's go in there. What do we got in this desk? More coins, 8. I'll take them. If somebody wants to leave them laying around, who's going to leave coins sitting in a desk? But Psi Booster, Anticoagulant, and 3 vials. So we can always use more vials. And nothing in here. I bet some of you have come through these areas and found some like really great stuff. I don't really find great stuff in any of these containers. I don't know if you guys do or not, but it's kind of just regular junk stuff. Fabric 3 bottle, which makes sense, you know, it's already been picked clean by whoever was here. But some of the areas look like they've been abandoned for years and nobody's been there for a very, very long time. And you still really don't find very much in those. But granted, it's been hundreds of years since this is decayed, and I'm sure somebody has come through them, even if they haven't been there in the last, 10 or 15 years. Somebody at some point probably came through and picked it of anything they thought was worthwhile. What is this? Electromagnetic discharger. When coupled with an energy source, this device can discharge a powerful electromagnetic pulse. It's commonly used to create oh my god, guys, I cannot speak tonight. EMP grenades. Electronics 35. We're going to go ahead and take that. And these boxes, are they all going to be locked? Bet you they are. Nope. Just 2 of them. Okay, so we're going to open those suckers. Give me something good. Make it worth it. It was there for a while, having a sense of humor. And every time I opened up one of these crates, it would give me a battery. Oh, it has a cooldown on there. I didn't even see that. It'd give me one of those lithium-ion batteries or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you're funny. Right, I'm using energy to open it up, and all you're doing is giving me energy back. You end up getting more energy in return because one battery does like 30 points, so 5 syringes, I'd definitely take all those. I use those from time to time. What do we got here? 9mm standard rounds, 2 of them, and a burr poison bolt. I guess it was worth it. Those bolts are kind of rare. So let's see. We can either head down or we can head to the right. I guess we're going to head to the right and just see what's over here. Now, every time you zone, it closes your inventory screen. I don't know if I like that too much when I'm heading back to... Oh, actually, it didn't close it. It was doing that earlier. I was going to say, I didn't really like that much because when I'm heading back to town, I go through my inventory while the guy's walking, and it definitely gives me something to do that's productive. I can kind of see, okay, I need to get rid of this. I need to use this. There we go. I can use that. Actually, do I want to? That guy's almost dead. Go ahead and kill this guy off. And then I will use my premonition. Get that back. And kill this guy. Wow, we are really just going around in one giant circle. Like we came up here a little while ago to the main base, this little thing where we had been before. And now we're down here on the bottom part of it. Jeez, man. Okay, tailoring 13, red hound leather. Let's go ahead and pick that up. What else do we got? Intestines. No, there's adrenal glands and red hound leather 19. There is a door over here I have not been able to open up. You need a key for it. Just says it's locked. Anytime it says it's locked and it doesn't give you a pick locking skill, it just means that you can't open it until you kill the right enemy. At some point, I hope we do find that key. Like, I should go back. In fact, let me go back real quick. Let me see if we found it, because I have like 15, 20 keys on me right now. Maybe one of them opens it. Maybe we got lucky and we have it. And it's just one of those things that you, most of the time, will never come back to check. And until you do, what about this? Can we open this one either? Nope. Still can't open that one. I bet it's going to be part of the story. Like, we're not going to come over here until we progress far enough. That one's only 35. We can open that one. And that one's locked, yeah. Okay, so let's open this one at least. I wonder why we didn't earlier. Were we really that bad in pick lock? I think we were, because we didn't have the... Oh, there's rat hounds down here. There always is. We didn't have the... I think it's the dexterity at the time, so... Let's see, nothing in there. Nothing in there. Wow, this was worth it. Gasoline weighs 3 pounds, so it does add up after a while. And then Omega ID card, which you've already studied 10 times, so we're not going to worry about that. Wow, this was a jackpot. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff in there we really, really needed. even if we had gotten in there back when we should have opened it, I still think that would have sucked. You know, that was not good at all. Come on, give me some better loot, guys. Something. Even just something I hadn't seen before. Like sometimes when you find those little oddities, that makes all the difference. You feel like you're progressing. Like you found something you've never seen before. It adds to the story. You know, when you find the Protectorate propaganda, when I first started that, I was like, oh, they're calling it propaganda. That's interesting. Just the terminology they use gives you a little bit of an idea of like where they're going with the story. Let's see. Anybody down here? Have we been here before? I think we've been here before. Yeah, we're back here in the main area. Okay, well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and run to town, sell, get rid of all of this junk that we have on our character, because we do have quite a bit. We're getting close to, not even close to being overweight, really. Just a few things here and there. The Radhound leather really is what's adding up. But, yeah, I think we're going to end the episode here, and then I will try to figure out, if you guys know, let me leave it down in the comments section below. I try not to watch other videos of the Underrail because I don't want to spoil where we're going and how to get there really quickly and stuff like that. I want to kind of just find it. But if you know the right direction to get to the battery factory, let me know. This is going to air on Monday, so I have all the way up till Friday for you guys to leave that down in the comment section. And I think that's where I want to go. I want to do that side quest first, and then I want to go to Camp Hathor, and then I want to come back and do the main story. I do still have to go over to the junkyard and do the fishing quest and see if I can tie up some loose ends over there. There's one quest to inform one of the groups of how he's getting it. Eddie, the scrapper boss, wants to know how to find the black eels or sneaking into the old junkyard. It might be just that I have to go and talk to him, because I think we did everything in the junkyard. But like I said, I might just have to go talk to the guy and see what the update is for that quest. But I do want to finish those off before we get too far into the main objective, which is to take that train over to what's the name of the city? Core City. Because I think once you get over there, I don't know if you're going to be able to come back here, is the whole point. And I hate missing things and then for the rest of the game regretting that I never went back and got that stuff. 3 firearms, so I can go ahead and sell. Actually, I need to unload my firearm first, because he will not buy a loaded firearm. I guess he doesn't want to pay you more for the bullets, so we will sell that. We can go ahead and sell this coat. What else does he want? Nah, he can take this coat as well. He could take some of the bows, or arrows, I should say. And that's all he wants, really. He doesn't want anything else. How much are you going to give me for that? 366 bucks. Not bad. And when I throw in the TNT charges, back down to 156. So, okay. That's not bad, though. That's not bad at all. Let's see. Stealth increased by 10. Pretty much the same thing I'm wearing. No, it's not. Not even close. But it doesn't do very many stats, so we're going to hold off on that. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to end it. Let's go ahead and trade, because he has plenty of cash. And again, guys, if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you next time.